kind
Yeah.
of find out about how did you find the junk removal industry?
Oh, sure. Well, back I started my first one of my first businesses in '01. I was doing power washing, and that I did that for 20 plus years. But I had one power wash customer ask me, after we washed their warehouse, she says to me, "Hey, can you take away these items that are left over, this junk?" I said, "Yeah, I can haul that away for you." So it was some stainless steel restaurant equipment, and we just loaded it in the back of my pickup truck. And I thought, you know what, maybe I can expand on this and get into the junk removal business more. I know I looked into it back in '01. I called 1-800 got junk, and I checked back then what the price was to get into the franchise. And I think I want to say it was like 150,000 back then, which is a steal. Uh, but I dismissed it for many years, and then when this opportunity came up with my pressure wash customer, I started looking into it some more. I called a few competitors. One guy here in town, Robert, the garbage guy, he gave me some tips. I called a guy in Seattle, Mark Brock from Brock's Junk Removal, asked him for some tips. Um, and it all kind of started there. I started out with a used NPR truck. It was a landscape truck, and just started building it up. You know,
Ve-
Mark Brock in Seattle. I said, "Hey, I appreciate you helping me out. When I get this up and running, I'm gonna fly out there and buy you a beer." So 2 years later, I flew out there and we had lunch and we had a beer and had a good time. Yeah.
Very, very nice, man. I want to shout out real quick to the guys in the chat. We got Drew 24 in the house. We got Richard. How you doing, brother? Good evening. We got my man Stizzy. How you doing? He says, "What up, Paul? Good to see you back, bro. Hope all is good. Well on your side." Thank you for saying that, Stizzy. Thank you for all the support. Drew also, he attached a link to your Facebook over there, so check out John. He's over on Facebook. You connect with him
Oh,
over there. And Drew was talking about my NPR dump truck. We were talking. He goes, "These trucks are not cheap. Definitely not, Drew. Brand new. I think it was 88,000 I paid for it altogether with all the custom stuff I had done to it." And we also, Cisco, good evening to both of you. What is up, Cisco? How are you, brother? So, John, I want to break into this a little more. So, when you first got in, you were in the power wash business. So, obviously, did you jump in full time right away in the junk removal, or did you dabble with it a little and kind of do it as like a part time gig?
I just it wasn't so popular back when I got into it. I got my truck, got a cheap website. I think it was $300 for my first website, and then I started putting ads on Craigslist. YouTube wasn't a thing back then, so you just kind of had to figure out as I went. And I think year one or so, just like you're getting started, it starts to trickle in slowly. You start getting traction, get your regular customers. I think the first year I got really lucky. I locked in with this company called OfferPad, which I'm not sure where they're at now, but that was like $120,000 deal. And then that took me from one truck to two trucks real quick. And I was able to hire employees, that was a nice boost in the first year or so.
So, that was a commercial account.
Yeah,
Is that
OfferPad, what they do with they would they buy your house cash, right? And they give you a you sell it at a discount, but you avoid all the realtor fees, and they just expedited the process. Um, and when they were buying these houses, they'd go in there, do remodels, fix them up, and then resell them or rent them out. And I was their go-to guy for all the remodels. So all the construction guys would put everything in the garage, and we just go in and haul it all off, all the empty paint cans, carpet, tile, whatever they're doing. We take before and after pictures and send them an invoice. And it was going really good with them. I mean, that was a really good boost. And then they just dropped me. And my thoughts were they just brought it in internal. Uh,
John? How
so
long? How long were you up and running when you got that commercial account?
I want to say end of the first year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I keep track of all my jobs, so I can pull up a list of how many jobs I had the first month, I was excited to do, 3 jobs a week. And then I just, all the time I've been tracking how many jobs we do per week. And, I remember when we first hit 20,000 in sales, that was a big deal, in a month. And yeah, it's it's a really good business to be in. I don't see so much as, I think it's more of a lifestyle, to tell you the truth. For me, it's not so much about the money. It's all about the action, getting in, closing the deals, finding the good stuff, selling the treasures, it's just, every day's, it's chaotic sometimes, but it's just a lot of fun for me.